springs, filtered through the 10,000-year-old glacial aquifers of Maine. Eye of Poland Spring, 100% natural.
You're walking into the chocolate factory and you want a golden ticket. All of these are face masks. This looks like a bottle of vodka. When we first got these, we were like, whoa! My 3-year-old, when we get a box delivered, screams, Mommy's work.
I'm not trying it.
With this pandemic, safety is even more important to make sure we go home safe every single day.
This week at Stop & Shop, Nature's Promise fresh and frozen seafood is 20% off, and 6-ounce packages of blueberries are $1.49 each. Plus, when you sign up for Go Rewards, you can earn points for even more savings at Stop & Shop.
We'll wait for everyone to clear out, then we'll panic trucks. Do you think they have guard dogs?
To clean up LA,
We are keeping millions of dollars worth of fentanyl off the streets.
they will have to get a little dirty.
If we go to jail, we're gonna be in different gangs. I go to jail with this face, first thing I do is wipe up.
LA's finest, Monday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Primates who descended from the African savanna have sent their robot emissaries to explore the red deserts of Mars and ring that world with satellites. We've only been at this since the mid-20th century, not even a lifetime. Yet look at how far beyond our little world our robots have ventured. One of our craft, Voyager 1, has broken free of the sun and now sails the deep ocean of interstellar space. And every one of those odysseys of discovery began here. It's easy to see why the seat of all these mythic achievements would itself seem beyond our ability to understand. It's hard to believe that our minds are made of the same matter as our stomachs and our feet. Consciousness seems supernatural. Identity, awe, skepticism, imagination, love. How do you assemble transcendence from the periodic table of the elements? Here at the bottom of the sea, off the coast of Chile and Peru, this is perhaps the largest living organism on Earth. It's a community of microbes that is the size of a country, Greece.
I don't want to hear it.
Even more amazing about it that it's metals. A message goes out on amber waves of potassium from Sparta to Athens saying, hey guys, stop hogging all the food. And the residents of the mat's outer edge respond by reducing their intake of nutrients. It's possible that their ancient ancestors evolved cells called neurons that specialized in this kind of messaging. Neurons are the basic unit of nervous systems in almost every life form in the animal kingdom, including us. And they vary very little in nature, if at all, from species to species, but very dramatically in number. In fact, we now think that epilepsy, that so-called sacred disease, is a misfiring in the brain of our
Vipus.
ion channels.
Vipus.
Think of it, a microbial mat and Isaac Newton, separated by hundreds of millions of years of evolution, but sharing the same basic currency of thought. The messaging system, pioneered by the microbes some 4 billion years ago, is still inside us. No one looking at a microbial mat 3 billion years ago could have predicted that the one-cell organisms of life on Earth would evolve into you. That's what happened when living things and environments interact over the eons. New forms and ways of being alive and aware come into existence. When the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts, it's called emergence.
They're fighting.
See that thing that looks like a shred of a ruffle from a gaudy dress? You might think it's kind of silly, but you would be so wrong. Long, long ago, some 600 million years ago, life first evolved something new to planet Earth. A command center that could perceive and react to its environment. A brain.
Hey, yo.
Now, life inched closer to the stars. We think it first happened inside a flatworm. This little guy's ancestor. The first animal. A brain was just what a hunter would need to seek out and plan a strategy for attack. Binocular vision allowed the flatworm to perceive the dimension of depth more sharply and objects with greater clarity. All the better to triangulate on prey. The flatworm brain had a pair of dense nerve clusters called ganglia. Cords extended from them, carrying instructions and sensations to the rest of its body via some 8,000 neurons. Not many compared with the life forms that would come later, but a momentous beginning. Flatworms have something called auricles on the sides of their heads where their ears should be, but they're actually noses. We may not look much alike, but we have a lot in common. We share the same chemicals that control our nervous systems, called neurotransmitters.
I wish I should sue them. I'll sue them all. Salmon. No, this time I'll sue them with you. Bomb.
A back and a head. A blueprint that remains state of the art 600 million years later.
Yeah. That's I'm suing.
We're the true pioneers in the deepest sense of that word. Unlike any life form before them, they developed the habit of venturing into the unknown territory in search of what they craved. Okay, flatworms are cool, but there's a big difference between a flatworm brain and ours. How did we get from there to here? We don't yet know. That's mainly because brains tend to be squishy. They don't leave distinct imprints in the fossil record. But the brain preserves its evolutionary past. Why? Because our brains are a little like New York City.
Shucks.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Bombs.
This is my body of proof.
Proof I can fight moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis.
Proof I can fight psoriatic arthritis. With Humira. Proof of less joint pain.
And clear skin, PSA.
Humira targets and blocks the source of inflammation that contributes to joint pain and irreversible damage.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are
Leave me
common,
alone.
and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Humira is proven to help stop further joint damage.
And it's the #1 prescribed biologic for PSA.
Want more proof? Ask your rheumatologist about Humira citrate-free.
What does Domino's know about tacos and burgers? As delivery experts, we know they shouldn't be delivered like this.
Making soggy tacos spread across the bottom of my delivery bag.
The burger was
wilted. We hate to see anything delivered poorly.
We wanted to give you a burger that is designed to be delivered.
A taco that was made to deliver right.
A taco for Domino's?
What?
Oh my.
The new Domino's cheeseburger pizza.
This is our new chicken taco pizza.
Now the best way to get a taco
Now
burger
working
delivered
on that
is to get a
street
Domino's
job.
pizza.
This job sucks.
I've been dreaming of doing a trip
So
to South
sick.
America with my best friend Charlie Brown. He's ride 13,000 miles from Argentina to California. It's ready to go.
I don't want to hear it.
Going on these trips puts you in touch with the world. I'm an actor. Did anybody see Star Wars? No? Let's go see the helicopter.
No,
Hey. You fell asleep with your son again.
Fell asleep with his sign again. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Switch to progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
that was rude. That's what you get. Chad, please shut up.
I think that
Let me
makes
not
Starburst
think
taste so
alone.
juicy.
Starburst? Juice-Dramatic equation. Super top secret mathematical formula that keeps stored inside a safe, inside a vault, inside a volcano.
Ah, Juice-Dramatics.
Starburst, unexplainably juicy.
Fest 1. It's Game 3 of the NLCS. Mookie Betts leads the Dodgers.
We're ruining it.
Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Braves. Phenomenal! The NLCS Game 3 tomorrow on FS1.
Get out of my face.
Vital mechanisms for it to be replaced altogether. So it's sometimes counterproductive, but that's a necessary consequence of evolution. The city is a gift of the cerebral cortex. But the brain's language is not encoded in the DNA of genes because the vocabulary of life is too small. Our brains need a language with 10,000 times as many words. The information content of the human brain expressed in bits